Buy on MTG. Construct your deck. Command your board. Conquer the table.
Hello, everybody out there in the wide world of web. This is Rob with Buy on MTG. Doing a little bit of a mail day. Got some goodies that came in, some for videos that I wish I would have had before. And looking at this Thoracle, obviously a little bit for my CEDH aspirations. So I guess the way that I'm going to initially approach CEDH, obviously I'm going to build a reasonably powerful deck, but my idea was I could test it out on Spell Table and maybe get into a Spell Table group. What's this? Professional Facebreaker, Beastly card, and I didn't have any, and it's not that expensive. So I grabbed 3 of them because I figured 3 is probably about as many as I'm ever going to want. I don't know. But yeah, for the CEDH aspect, I guess joining Spell Table, and I've never actually really used it before, but is it something that you use microphone and camera and everything? Obviously your camera's facing down onto your play space. But do you use a camera on your face piece? Do you use a microphone so you can talk to people? What is this one? This is snugged very tight. Wow, that's a pretty full sleeve. So I will get more into the CEDH idea that I've been tinkering with because the commander is in this stack, but I was looking at potentially doing a Sultai Enchantress list with some of the sweet standard CEDH combos in there, like Tainted Pack and Demonic Consultation, that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is all for, and like I said, Enchantress, potentially the CEDH idea. I will say one of these professional Facebreakers is for the Balorglyph that I have been talking about doing. And I can say the same, or not that I have been talking about doing, but that I have been building. And the same thing for these Swiftfoot boots. This Tatsunori Toad Rider, that is the commander that I'm going to attempt to try and make into a CEDH deck. And I didn't have him or the Toad, so I ordered him and the Toad. So that'll be my CEDH commander. Now, I know that's not a standard CEDH commander, but I tend to like to build my own stuff. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, then most of the cards are pretty generically universal. There's not a huge creative space in CEDH, at least not from my perspective. Tempt with Mayhem is part of the Goyf Precon, but for some reason it was not in there. I don't know if mine was missing it or if somehow it got misplaced, but I didn't have it. Well, this one looks good. I'll be able to use that for the TCG store. Oops. This is this Bristly Bill and some landfall stuff. Is I'm doing like a desert landfall build. Wow, definitely. I was doing some yard work and it's cold out there, and I can tell my Kung Fu grips weren't working 100%. Bolas the Citadel, just a strong card. Apparently can't get out of there. But I didn't have one, and I've been looking at doing an artifact list, and that's a hell of an artifact to omit. So I grabbed one. This is future ideas. So I'm going to put that with the professional Facebreaker because that's deck ideas. It's in this little sideways one. Oh, baked potatoes. Similar to professional Facebreaker, I didn't have many baked potatoes, and they were ridiculously cheap, just getting reprinted. And to me, baked potato is almost an auto include for anything two color. So there they are. There they are. What is this one? Shimmering Wings and Sela Primordium. So Shimmering Wings is essentially another whipped silk. So this is two more for the CEDH idea for the Sultai Enchantress list. Oh, I don't get my whole damn name on it. Look at that. It's a good looking top loader. Narset's Reversal. Just a good card. I don't think it's strong enough. It might be strong enough to fall within the CEDH category. That's what I picked it up for. But as somebody who's never really grinded too hard into the CEDH category, some cards that I think are good might not be nearly good enough for what's going on. Secret Arcade Dusty Parlor, just a really good card, and was only in that pre-con, so I picked another one up just because it might be good enough to be worth more in the future, and I like Enchantress stuff. So Everywhere Lands, I don't know. I like that Everywhere Making Dude, and I hadn't pulled any of those even from my whole box. So if I'm gonna use a card, I don't like using a card that makes a token if I don't have the actual token. Another good top loader. Wishclaw Talisman is yet another one for the CEDH stuff. So that's where it goes. Shifting Woodlands. This is just a great card. And I don't know. I've got one earlier for the Ballergoyf, but figure I need another one because it could go in anything that's got green. If you have anything that goes to the graveyard, you might need a copy of it. This is the Overlord for the Everywhere deck. So I have Bellow Bard of the Brambles, and I have been looking at kind of getting bored with it just being the Enchantress one. Even more so if I'm going to build another Enchantress deck. I don't like a lot of the same things over and over. So I was looking at ways to make Bellow more of an artifact-centric, and Gruul Warplow felt perfect for that because it makes it bigger, or it makes it into a creature. It gives all your creatures trample. So for me, that felt like a perfect fit. This one is super snug too. And these are more just artifacts that would potentially be 4 mana or more. This was just a pickup for picking up purposes. But artifacts that were big that would work well in Bellow. Heck, that Forsaken Monument, I'm going to go ahead and sit that over here with it. It might work in Bellow Bard of the Brambles because it's a good card. But the big thing I was looking at is these vehicles with the vehicle attack triggers, or like this one, it has trample whenever it deals damage. You get a token for each artifact they control, a treasure. Just 4 mana things that could be pretty great in Bellow. So that's what I got them for. And this last one is a Glarb, the frog. Look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play lands and cast spells with mana 4 or bigger. So it's just a big mana Sultai. And, oh, that's a good looking top loader too. Let me get that out of there. The idea was if for some reason it didn't work as CEDH, I could make it into a frog deck. So this is a potential alternate commander. Now, the reason I sat this one and these 2 large ones, you'll recall I did a artist spotlight. I've mentioned it a couple times, but regarding Quentin Hoover, and I was not aware that he did some comic books. So it's the Morgana X, and they did a special and the regular #1. So I picked those up for my Quentin Hoover stuff. And this other one was another thing that somebody had mentioned in the chat, but some of Quentin Hoover's artwork is being utilized for a game called Sorcery. So I picked this up to put it in my Quentin Hoover binder. So all of this kind of has specific ideas and what it's going to, and I don't always have something for the safe, but today got pretty fortunate. I went to go help my buddy Bob blow out his sprinklers, and we were talking for a little bit, and he received a collection that had sealed Ice Age starter deck. So I have some sealed Ice Age booster packs, but I didn't have a starter deck. So I worked a deal with Bob to get this, or so something for the safe. I do have a question regarding just general community. I have top loader or penny or magnetic one touches for the packs. Is there a nice case for starter decks that I could pick up a couple of them to put this kind of stuff in so it doesn't get dinged up or damaged? But overall, this is what I've been picking up and what I've been picking it up for. A little bit for my Quentin Hoover artwork collection stuff, a little something for the safe, different idea for Bello, Landfall Deserts, Bowler Goif, miscellaneous goodies, another miscellaneous goodie, and CDH general concept. And if it doesn't iron out, then it'll become a Sultai Enchantress list. But overall, I said my overall. You know, you need at least one in every video because that's my favorite word to say, apparently. Completely oblivious to that fact until I started editing myself more often. Nonetheless, I hope you're all having a great day and just have a good time and a good weekend. I'm Rob. This is Bion MTG. Good luck and have fun.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below.